All right, good afternoon. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use this fancy compression ring or ferrule removal tool. The reason I'm doing this video is actually probably partly for myself. It takes me about 20 minutes every time I get this tool out of the toolbox to remember how to use it. Biggest reason is I always lose parts to it. So it's important that you have all three of the main components. So you have this piece. This will actually go inside of your 1/2-inch copper pipe. This is your knurled threaded piece, and then you've got your handle with the hooks and everything. So what I'm talking about is these brass compression rings that go onto copper pipes, and then you'll normally have this nut that threads onto the valve to get to your compression seal. Let's go here and I'll show you how this thing works. All right, so we are under the sink now, one of my favorite places. As you can see, I've got my 1/2-inch cold water supply line here. I've already got the nut and the compression ring off. It did not slide off. I had to use the tool. Over on this other one, I've actually got a leak on this one, so we're going to change this out. And so I'm not worried so much that I'm going to mar this thing up. It's one of the double, it's for the hot, that also supplies the hot water for the dishwasher. So there's not really a good place to get another wrench on there to give you some back pressure to turn the nut off. So I'm going to use a pair of channel locks, and not what you would normally do if you're going to be putting a new fitting on, or trying to not damage the valve itself. But in this case, it's very snug and I can't get a hold of it any other way. So we're going to try it this way. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. I'm going to put my channel locks on the valve itself, and I'm going to put my crescent wrench somewhere on the nut. So I can turn it loose. There we go. I'll put my little paint pail underneath here. And you can see, sort of see. All right, so as you can see, the water has now stopped. We had obviously some pressure in the line. What we're trying to get off is this nut and this compression ring here. And what happens is, as you tighten that up against the valve body, it deforms the ring, and in some cases, if you over torque it, it can deform the pipe itself. So you're not able to slide it off, even with a pair of channel locks or pliers or something. It won't slide off. So that's where this tool comes in handy. So again, like I said, there's three different parts to it. This piece is going to go inside of your pipe, and it's got a shoulder that's going to push up against the pipe. And then the rest of it I've already got pre-assembled, but I'm going to slide that in. It's going to go over top, and then you'll see these ears go on the back side of that nut. So what you want to do is thread that nut on so you can get that started, which is kind of difficult to do with one hand. So I've got that connected now. Turn the phone right side up. I've got that connected, and I've got these pieces back behind. And you want to make sure you've got enough thread that when you go to pull this, you've got enough room for the nut to pull all the way off. And this is a disaster to try to do. So I'm going to set the phone here, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And you'll just turn that tight, and then you're putting pressure on the back of that nut, which is up against the compression ring, and you're essentially using the leverage from the screw as you spin it to pull that nut and compression ring off. And it will, toward the end, it will get kind of tight, but just stay, kind of steady pressure, and it will come off.